Good morning, and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Friday matinee performance. Matinee 1, as we sometimes call it. We have 9 games for you beginning at noon. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. And if you're new to parimutuel wagering, or you're new to Magic City, or you're new to the Jai-Alai Channel, if those terms are new to you, we'll explain them throughout the course of today's performance. We also now have 2 pick 3s. We have an early pick 3 and a late pick 3. Early pick 3 is games 4, 5, and 6. Late pick 3, 7, 8, and 9. We have the Mighty Ocho that begins in Game 1. That now has a $3,000 guarantee. Once again, $3,000 guarantee on the Mighty Ocho. That is a pick 8 wager. Correctly pick the winners of games 1 through 8. And there's a minimum $3,000 guarantee paid out. And our most popular wager, the High Five. Well, actually, the trifectas are more popular than the High Five, but our most popular unique wager, the High Five. That's a pick 5, beginning in Game 3. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And cash in on that $2,000 guarantee. So $2,000 guarantee with the High Five, $3,000 guarantee with the Mighty Ocho. We do not have any scratches in today's performance, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a scratch occurs when a player who is scheduled to play in the program and is printed in the program is unable to play as a result of injury or illness. We have no scratches in today's performance. And placing wagers is not necessary to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. Believe it or not, I didn't misread that. I misspoke that entirely. I wasn't even looking at the page. But placing wagers is not necessary in order for you to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. However, if you would like to place a bet, you can go to watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. Andrew, how are you?
Doing well, Stu. I think yesterday was a pretty solid day of Jai-Alai action. We talked about those earlier games. We're certainly picking up Douglas back in the win column many times in those later games. So pretty good performance. I think we should be in store for another pretty good one here today. Also see a couple of guys looking at the numbers here that may not have played their best Jai-Alai. Expect maybe a rebound day from a guy like Jedden. Only 2 places for him in some of these earlier games. So expect a good day from him. Diaz yet to find the board, although 3 places for him, a pretty solid effort. Kubala, one of his best days of the year. 2 wins in that performance yesterday. That was good to see, including, I believe he got one of those. Yeah, did get the superfecta in that first matinee performance. Got a couple other guys there with 2 wins. Ron with 2, Anderluck with 2, Ben with 2, Juice 2 wins as well. So you got Bueno with 1, Tennessee with 1, and then Douglas with 4. That's all the people that have found the win column thus far this week. So a lot of guys still looking for that elusive first win.
And those stats aren't my thing. I understand that Douglas surpassed his 100th single win yesterday, the first player on the roster to do that. It's there's no bonus for it. It's just a milestone that you hit along the way.
Yeah, and added to that already, or 100 and counting. He's already up to 102. So we'll see if, I think last year we looked at it. It's over 180 wins. Don't know what the exact figure was that he ended with, but over 180. If he can get there again this year, he's got about 3 more full months to get there. So look, if anybody can do it, certainly would be the Wonder Boy Douglas, and he's continuing on defending his singles title from last season and doing quite well at that. Ron's still in second, though. He's added 2 wins of his own, we said there, so he's lurking there in second place, but Douglas just keeps increasing that lead. Almost back up to 30 games. It was down to about 10 maybe a couple weeks ago, and then Ron was out last week with that injury, and that certainly impacted the singles race. Douglas added, I think it was over 10 wins, I think 12 total last week, so opened the gap a little more and continues to open it here in Week 18, so we'll see how that action plays out here later in this matinee performance. But before we get into game number 1, and as we do, before we get to that first game in all of our performances, we got a video that will explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance, and that will be Spectacular 7 scoring.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And game number 1 is now just 3 minutes away. 3 minutes away till we get into the highlight action here on this, hopefully, Friday. 2 performances here today. We got this one starting at 12 noon, another one starting at 4 p.m., so a full day of action here at Magic City. A couple more minutes to get those last-second bets in for the Mighty Ocho. Mighty Ocho upped from $2,000 in her previous meet, which ended this past Sunday, so that jackpot has been up to a $3,000 guarantee. And in order to get that jackpot, got to get all 8 winners, the first 8 winners of this 9-game performance correct, and you have to be the only ticket to do so. It's safe to say if you get all 8, you will probably be the only ticket. The highest we've seen this season, I think, was 7 one time, but no one is yet to get that 8 wins. So you'd like to bet that Ocho. See, there's $42 in that pool. That guarantee has been up, so $3,000 now if you can hit that. We mentioned where top 2 guys in the standings were in terms of wins on the season. Douglas at 102 in first place. Ron again, 75 wins. He is in second. Bueno there with a pretty solid day. He still holds on to that third and final bonus money slot here. 61 wins for him in third place. Going down the line in fourth, he got Tennessee. 51 wins, 10 behind Bueno. Got Ikeda in fifth place, rounding out the top 5 at 50 wins. And then right there's a couple guys who are still pretty close. Ben had a nice day yesterday, continues to improve at a nice rate. Ben, 47 wins on the year. Kubala, talked about that. Particularly solid day for him, picking up 2 wins. He's at 45 for the year. Jedden, not his best day, and it's one guy, no prognosticating here, but I gotta say, Jedden, rebound day for Jedden here. Only 2 places.
There's prognostication in that comment.
Rebound day.
Rebound means that he's going to do better today than he did yesterday. You don't know that. He could do worse.
Could do worse.
He could trip on the court and not even get up to catch and have to be scratched. I mean,
I'll say, yeah, no more win. I'm not going to say this guy has a chance to
so you're
win.
just going to say they're going to play potentially better.
I think he's going to. Look, I mean, Jedden's been playing really well, especially in these earlier games when he made the shift. He was playing a lot of later games to begin the year, or maybe a mix of both. Now he's just kind of in these earlier games. I think it's a good place from now, although I think as the season goes on, he's going to maybe graduate into some of those later games. But he's found a home there. He's picked up a lot of wins these past few weeks, 42 now, so a 0-win day for him, and didn't play his best highlight.
Yes,
I think we can agree on that.
Definitely agree on that.
We'll see. We'll see how he does here, and then going down, El Barba in 9th place. He's not playing here this week. 41 wins, and then Carballo, also another guy there. Kind of a topic of conversation. In the chat. Not his best day, but 40 wins on the year, and he finished 3rd in the championship singles last season. So a guy we know can rack up wins in a hurry. That'll do it for the intro portion. We've got highlight action here. 18 games for you today, 9 in this first matinee performance. Let's get into game number 1.
Time to begin our first game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. With this serve will also begin the Mighty Ocho. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is number 30, Diaz. Our first matchup has Diaz serving to Lumante, wearing the blue of post 2. Diaz serves. Our first game has begun. What a catch by Lumante. He holds onto it, returns a big forehand. Diaz cuts it off in the air. Lumante from the 7 line, juggling ruled on the catch. That ball came in and out of the cesta. Point 1. One on the board. First in our first game. Here's Fred, white shirt at post 3 receiving. Point 3. Green shirt at post 4. Tennessee receives. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Fred makes the catch at the 10 line. Looking to get a big bounce out of this forehand. Wow. Wow, did you mean for that to go to the front wall? Okay. Point 3. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Bueno. Robote left side by Fred. Off the court. Point 5. Our next matchup has Bueno serving to Jedden, wearing the yellow shirt at post 6. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve. That was over. Point 6. Ready to receive. Pink at post 7. Bend. Robote left side by Ben. Good catch by Jedden. Ball tipped by Ben. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8. This matchup has Jedden serving to Juice. Scoop attempt miss. Robote to the overhead screen. Point 6. Jedden's made 3 straight points. The first round's complete. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Lamonte in the blue at post 2. Ball tipped, point 6. Straight points to a possible game point here for the yellow shirt at post 6, Jedden. On the court trying to stop him in the red at post 1 is Diaz. Beautiful backhand throw by Diaz. Passes to the Robote. Catch on the forehand of Diaz. Diaz read it, stops it with the forehand, returns along camera, does not cut out. Jed's Carambola will score for the win. That's point and a perfect game for the yellow shirt of post 6, Jed. 6 wins it, 3 comes in second, 5 serves to 1. This is for third place. Rebote by Diaz. Bueno's there. Bueno back to the inside hard. Ball tipped. 0.5. 5 shows. Unofficial order of finish for Game 1. 6-3-5. Are you going to gloat? Are you going to gloat?
Look, I've got all the numbers in front of me. As I just said in the headset, I'm just a law of averages guy. When you see a guy with that type of skill have, admittedly, such a bad day yesterday, you got to think he's going to rebound. And Jen is so competitive that he was probably thinking about that all day. He's like, you know what, I'm going to come back. Probably trained a little bit.
That I agree with. That part I definitely agree with. He probably walked out of yesterday saying, I'm playing back in the early games. How do I not win? Yeah. No,
especially like Jed and Ben, all those guys that are so competitive, you know, after a bad day. They tend to right the ship better than most, and good example there in game number 1.
So there are your prices for Game 1. The $2 Quinella 3-6, that's first and second in any order. $25.60. Trifecta 6-3-5, $159 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game number 2 is 7 minutes away.
And game number 2 is now just 6 minutes away. And to get you up to the action here, we got a video that will explain for our new fans, in simpler terms, how the sport of highlight here is played.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
Four minutes away now to game number 2, and 1 for 1 might as well try to hit this Ocho today, right, Stu?
If you say so. I sense prognostication coming.
Well, I mean, when you're, what they say, when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, let's give the folks some winners here.
So you said that one of the 8 guys playing in the first game was going to win, and you got it right. You did.
Difficult bag. Let's say Jed in post 6. I mean, look, one of the favorites in that game. I'm not going to give myself too much credit.
So now you're going to do the pick 8.
We'll try it here. I mean, we might as well. We're 1 for 1. Looking at the lineup, game 2 here. Yes. Oh, and Anderluck slipped into game 2, playing out of post 6.
Anderluck was practicing before the matinee. He was walking off the court with some pain yesterday, but he's not going to tell you if he doesn't want you to know if he's hurt or not, so we're not going to know what's going on with him. But no, was practicing and looked good in the practice before the first game today.
Yeah, it's surprising. He had a really good day yesterday, and it looked like there was a couple times where he was laboring out there, but still 2 wins, so it was all over the board too. I think he had a place in 2 more shows, so a lot of fantasy points for him, a couple of wins, so had a pretty solid day yesterday. Again, got to think he's one of the favorites here in this game. Man, but look, I mean, Juice has won a couple of those earlier games there. He's won 2 already this week. Playing out of post 1, he won Game 3 out of Post 1 in that second matinee yesterday.
Now, I will say this, is that even though Jedden's in the 5 post, remember last week, I believe it was, where he went 4, did he go 4, or was it 2 weeks ago, like went 4 for 4?
Yeah, I think it was a couple weeks ago.
Jedden, more than other players, when he comes off of a win, it does give him momentum going into the next game. You don't usually see him having, you either see him having like a perfectly good day, not where he wins every game, but he plays well every game, or you see him not doing anything. So in that regard, I would agree with you. So you can't rule Jedden out of Post 5. Ben just coming up. Diaz cracking that 2-all, but no, I would say a 5. Jedden, Anderluck.
I'm not going to sway any of the bettors out there, so we'll wait till the clock hits 0 to make the final pick. But I will say, from the chat here, taking a look down, if maybe a next year thing, we could have a pregame gambling show, bagels and locks with Andrew. I mean, that is 100%.
Locks with the dual meaning on locks, like it's a lock to come in?
Like it's a lock bet.
Like it's a lock bet to come in? Wow.
Big fan of locks. Are you a locks guy?
Well, it always comes down to, Nova or locks. It's like, so do you like salt or do you like salt or do you not like salt? So Nova, basically usually less salty.
Sure.
Or no salt. I'd say that when I was younger, I was a locks guy, and now I'm more of a Nova guy.
Interesting.
Nova and full fat, what the hell kind of cream is it? It's not whipped cream. What the hell is
cream
it?
Cheese.
Cream cheese, thank you. Full fat cream, none of this light crap.
No, full fat. Yeah, we give it all.
Full fat, absolutely full fat.
Are you a Philadelphia cream cheese?
Yes, absolutely, of course. What are the kind there's another type of cream cheese?
I was going to say my favorite is the whipped. You can get it at Panera. That was like a thing in high school where you have like advisory, and then like every Thursday they'd bring in like bagels every morning.
What the hell is advisory?
Well, you'd have like
Is that a class?
You would have an advisor, and it's just like not necessarily a class. You just
what kind of school do you go to where you go out to coffee with an advisor? I mean, what? That's high school?
You sit
Seriously?
Yeah. Where I went.
I remember half of my teachers like drinking and may have had drug issues or something like that. It's
not at North Shore Country Day. Yes.
North Shore. Here we go.
Yeah, right.
Let me guess. Jeeves dropped you off in the morning at North Shore Country Day. Yes, I'm seeing a picture.
It wasn't
here.
Jeeves at that time, yeah.
What was the butler's name then? You got a big smile on your face. I don't think that we want an answer to this. 1 minute to go till we begin game number 2.
Well, we got to get a pick.
Just a minute away.
We're running out of time here for this second game. See, people piping in. No, I love the Panera brand whipped and the Einstein's, bros. Einstein's. Yeah, that's great. Game 2 winner here. We're going to go with Anderluck.
It occurred to you that while we're chatting here so enjoyably, it's time to begin the game?
Oh, we've got highlight?
Yes, we do.
Let's get
This is Game 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is Juice. Receiving in the blue of Post 2, Fred. There's the serve. Game 2 begins. Point 1. Now receiving in the white shirt of Post 3 is Lamonte. Juice throws it low and hard, picked off but not held on to by Lamonte. Point 1. Juice on the board with 2 points. Now receiving the green shirt of Post 4. This matchup has Juice serving to Tennessee. Rebote forehand, hook to the floor, point 4. Tennessee serves to the black shirt of Post 5, worn by Jedden. Underserve. The dreaded underserve. 0.5. In this matchup, Jedden serves to the yellow shirt of Post 6. Here's Anderluck. It's a hard forehand throw by Anderluck. Robote saved by Jedden. It's got the distance. Anderluck's got the distance. He just flips it up, keeps it in play. Jedden's got to think about where he's throwing it. Good effort by Anderluck to try to make that Robote. Point goes to the 5. Our next matchup has Jedden serving to the pink shirt of post 7, Ben. Robote forehand by Ben clears the overhead screen, but is tipped by Jedden. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, is Diaz. Tough catch by Diaz off a good serve by Ben. That backhand clipped the side wall. Ben dropped it mid-court. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, the blue of post 2, Fred. Powerful backhand by Fred. Robote forehand by Diaz. He made that nicely. Good catch by Fred, reaching way up. Diaz on the catch. There's the backhand. Caught in the air by Fred. Diaz, difficult catch at the 11 line. He holds onto it. Backhands up. Caught by Fred. Catch by Diaz. Long, soft 2-all will score on the second bounce. That's becoming his patented shot. Very good. Point 8. Diaz has 3 points. He serves to post 3, Lamonte. Catch by Diaz on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Caught, but not held on to by Lamonte. Point 8. Possible game point here for post 8. The purple shirt, Diaz. Trying to stop him, Juice. Juice on the run, snaps it, and throws it in the pad. That is point and a perfect game to the purple shirt of post 8, Diaz. 8 wins it, 5 serves to 1. This is a playoff for second and third place. There's a hard throw, caught by Jedden. Jedden on the backhand. Robote by Juice is up. Jedden midcourt. Juice, excellent hustle to try to make that Robote. Point and a second place finish to post 5. 1 comes in third. 8-5-1 is the unofficial order of finish for game 2. Just to be clear, you did say Diaz was going to have a perfect game, didn't you, before the beginning of this game? That's what at 51, the memory kind of goes, so that is what you said?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's all right.
In fact, 8-5-1. 8 comes in first. That's Diaz. 5 is Jedden. 1, Juice. No, I don't see Anderluck anywhere in those top 3 finishes.
That's a weird way to spell Anderluck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, D-I-A-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that doesn't spell Anderluck.
I'll have to get in touch with Tote.
I'm telling you, that's why, in the 1930s, someone said, or 1926, someone said in Miami Jai-Alai, a guy by the name of Berenson, probably said, there should be betting on this. Because that best guy right there doesn't win every game.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Second best guy, he don't win every game either. The third best guy, and that worst guy is going to win a couple games.
Yeah.
Go figure. That gives us our prices for game number 2. The $2 quinella, 5-8. That's first and second in any order. It's a nice quinella, $80. So once again, $2 quinella, 5-8. That's first and second in any order, $80. Trifecta, 8-5-1. That's first, second, and third place finishing, $477.20. And $2 wagered on 8 to win returns $12.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 3. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 3 also begins the high 5 for today. To play the high 5, you correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's a pick 5 wager with a $2,000 guarantee. Post time for game 3 and the high 5. That is, if I could introduce it. Do you want to make a prognostication before this game?
I think we're done.
See, right now you're 50-50, so that's
flip of a coin, right? That's
there's more to it than that. There's obviously more to it than that. Take these folks who hit the high 5 with some degree of regularity. What are the odds? 30,000 to 1?
Yeah, over 30,000.
Over 30,000 to 1, right? And yet, meanwhile, we're paying it out.
25%, one every 4. Yeah.
And obviously, there's a science behind how you work those numbers.
Yep.
Anyway, post time for game number 3 is now just 8 minutes away. Good luck.
17 weeks down in Magic City Jai-Alai's 2020 season, and to no one's surprise, the reigning champion, number 13, Douglas, continues to distance himself from the rest of the competition in the singles championship standings. The Wonder Boy started slow out of the gates once again, but turned it around in dramatic fashion, displaying unmatched power, consistency, and shot making for a massive 12-win week. With Ron out all week nursing an injury, Douglas has now opened up a 25-game advantage over second place, a seemingly insurmountable lead. Holding on to the final bonus slot in third place is still Bueno. Number 22 fed off the positive momentum generated from his standout performance last week to capture an additional 5 victories in Week 17. At 60 total wins, Bueno has some slight breathing room with 10 games separating himself and the 2 players tied for 4th place, Ikeda and Tennessee. Number 23 started off blistering hot and full of energy, but then slowly faded as the week came to an end. Tennessee, on the other hand, followed almost the opposite trajectory, finding his groove later in the week to keep pace with the top of the leaderboard. Both players are locked at 50 wins and will need to continue gathering wins in a hurry if they have hopes of grabbing any of the final bonus money at the season's end. Looking beyond the top contenders, our honorary mention goes to number 4, Bradley. The former high hurdler for the Canes proved his potential in Jai-Alai is limitless as he dazzled all week long with his jaw-dropping combination of uncanny power, ridiculous defensive skills, and freakish athleticism. In the end, Bradley finished with 8 singles wins, making the biggest jump up the leaderboard of anybody on the roster. After a performance like this, it's safe to say that the dogs have officially been let loose and will be hearing a lot of barking into the final months of the 2020 season. And yet again, out of all the tremendous singles action in Week 17, the Golden Cesta was clinched by Douglas. Although number 13 struggled to find his footing early on, you can never quite count him out because of his ability to dominate a game at any instant. He did just that over the weekend, settling into a comfortable rhythm with all facets of the game and claiming victory after victory in a seemingly effortless manner. This is starting to become a weekly occurrence for this young star who has now taken 4 of the last 5 Golden Cestas. Now well ahead of the pack at 97 victories, a few more performances like this one will all but secure a second singles title for the Wonder Boy, who is certainly playing up to the lofty nickname. Magic City continued with its bonus period of doubles play this past week. While the results of the games don't count towards the doubles championship series, the consistency and communication in doubles play is starting to exceed what was seen in the first tournament. Douglas and Lamonte best exhibited these characteristics, making a powerful statement that they are not only finding their groove at the right time, but they're also not going to back down to any team looking to capture their glory in the future. In arguably their best performance since the first doubles tournament, Douglas and Lamonte totaled a roster-leading 4 wins in just 9 appearances. Jedden and Ben were the only other team to capture more than 1 victory, finally showing signs of being that formidable duo that many expected them to be. Conversely, the sweetheart pairing of Bueno and Tennessee struggled to close out their games, finding the win column just once throughout the doubles action. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the standout play exhibited by the pairing of Diaz and Bradley. Having never played together before, these two surprisingly clicked on all cylinders from the first serve, winning 1 game and finishing in the money in 4 others. Magic City should be starting up with the second tournament of the Doubles Championship in the near future, so stay tuned for the highly anticipated reveal of those new pairings coming very soon. Shout out to this week's fantasy winners, Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five. These teams will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt as well as a share of the $150 cash prize for their stellar performance in Week 17. Watch our weekly fantasy review on our Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on Announcer Pete and Stewie's High Five winning Week 17 lineup. Each week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back to your team or join the league at any time. And remember, the cash prize of $150 sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai will remain unlocked as long as there are 150 active league members. But that's not all. If we surpass 200 active members, Magic City has agreed to increase the prize money to $200, and it will remain unlocked at that value. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league for free, draft your own fantasy team, and start winning. This week's Robote play goes to number 13, Douglas. The defending singles and doubles champion usually puts his opponents in defense mode, but the tables were turned here in this point against Bueno. Bueno played a low running backhand to the inside that took a dead bounce off the back wall and looked like a sure winner. Number 13 had little margin for error as he not only dug out the Robote but also painted the line to score. The great ones have a knack for turning the impossible into the remarkable, and this save was just another example of why he is such a special talent in the sport of Jai-Alai. Feast your eyes on the pure power, finesse, and accuracy all showcased by Magic City's Wonder Boy in this Robote Play of the Week.
Fires it back to the inside, not inside enough. Bueno got it handily on the left side. Douglas, outside placement of the Costado Robote, scores from the ground. Beautifully thrown.
And folks, there was the Robote recap from last week, recapping Week 17 action from Magic City Jai-Alai. We are now less than a minute away from the start of game number 3.
And who do you think is going to win the third game?
Can I get the talking point in here? It's the last chance to place bets for the High Five. 2,000 guarantee. Pick the winners of games 3 through 7. Again, if you're the only winning ticket, got to be the only winning ticket. You got to get all 5 numbers right to get that jackpot, which should be $2,000 today, given what is bet into that pool.
The customers know that the pick 5, the high 5, begins in game 3. What they don't know is who you think is going to win this next game. And I'm personally just dying to hear.
Ben, post 3.
That's reasonable.
Yeah,
I think that's reasonable.
Ben's going to get on the right track here.
But Jedden in post 8.
We saw Diaz run one perfect out of 8. If you
That's
get 1 point on that 8, it makes it pretty. All you got to win is 3 more. So
that's right.
We'll see how it works out here.
All right, but you're locked into Ben.
Locked into Ben.
We're ready to begin our third game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Lamonte. Receiving in the blue shirt at post 2 is Tennessee. There's the serve. We begin game 3 with an underserve, point 2. Tennessee first up on the board in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3, Ben. Very good serve by Tennessee. Serves it deep. Ben on the catch and the return. Ben from the left side. Huh. That didn't work either. Straighten your arm. Get it up to the front wall. Point 3. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Juice. Ball tipped off the serve. Point 3. Ben now serves to the black shirt at post 5. Bueno. Catch by Ben. It was a hard throw by Ben. Good catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno. Opens up, but is stopped by Ben. Carambola by Ben will score. Well thrown, point 3. 3 on the board with 3 points, serving to post 6, Diaz. Diaz from the backhand. Robote 2-all by Ben. Beautifully thrown. Point 3. Ben's made 4 straight points. He serves to Fred in the pink of post 7. Catch by Ben at the 9 line. Fred holds on to it. Carom does not cut out. Robote left side. Catch by Fred. Fred back to the inside. Ben, foot on the wall, makes the catch. Picada, the big bounce, brought down by Fred. Long carom by Fred into the pad. Point 3. Three on the board with 5 points. Here's post 8, Jedden. In and out of the cesta. Point 3. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return is Lamonte. Possible game point for Ben. Possible perfect game point here for Ben. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. That is point. And a perfect game to the white shirt of post 3, Ben. 3 wins it, 2 places. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 will pair off and play off for third place for first serves 2-5. Catch by Juice at the 9 line. Bueno on the catch. There's the carom. Juice reaches up, holds onto it. There's a changeup. That scores. Point 4. 6 serves to 7. Point 7. 8 now serves to 1. The winner of this point meets 4 and 7 in the continuing playoff for third place. Robote left side. Catch by Lamonte. Monte with a nice throw to the inside, crossing the sidewall, down low at the 10 line. Point 8. 4, 7, and 8 remain in the playoff for third place, 4 first serves, 2-7. That is a really well-thrown ball by Fred. Beautifully scoring. Nice touch. 0.7. Possible show point for Fred. Trying to stop him. Jedin. Catch by Fred. Point and a third place finish for post 7, Fred. 3-2-7. Unofficial order finish for game 3. Now, I will give you credit. I'll give credit where credit's due.
I don't know if I get much credit for that.
No, you picked 2 of the first 3. All right, that's fine. Yeah, there were a couple drop serves. You didn't predict how he'd win it. You just predict, and that, fortunately, when you place a bet in highlight, you don't have to say how he's going to win it. The result is official, however. Coming in first, post 3, Ben. Taking second, post 2, Tennessee. Coming in third, post 7, Fred. 3-2-7 is the official order finish. There are your prices, brought to you by Andrew. The $2 Quinella, 2-3, $19.20. Trifecta, 3-2-7. That's first, second, and third place finishing. 210.40. And $11 returned on the 3 to win. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Next game is played 2, 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 4. Post time for our 4th game. 7 minutes away. Good luck.
What I'm hoping to accomplish in the 2020 season is to come in top 3 again, both in singles and in doubles. My game plan going into 2020 season is to be as meticulous as possible. I have to find a way to find little subtle things about each and every person on the roster that I can exploit to my advantage. And I can say that because they have to do the same thing. I feel like I got the ability to do it. I've definitely put in the work. Unfortunately, that doesn't always mean success, but that's what I'm going to strive for. So that is the goal, and I think that's everybody's goal because everybody wants to, get in the bonus money. And it is kind of like something to hang your hat on, to be able to say that, hey, I was able to be, a top 3 in singles or a top 3 in doubles. So that's definitely something that I strive for.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai. They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having the work, played Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is gonna pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, you saw Ben there and the trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle about the start of the Jai-Alai program here at Magic City just a few years ago. If you would like to watch that for yourself, you can head over to MagicCityCasino.com under the Jai-Alai tab. First button there says Magic City Hustle. You can click on that. It'll take you directly to the website, or you can type it into your browser, MagicCityHustle.com. Either way you do it, it'll take you to the same main page where you can make a purchase of that film then for $5. And of course, if you'd like to watch it multiple times, you can enjoy it as many times as you like from there. One-time purchase of $5.
So, up next is Game 4. Just actually 4 minutes away.
I will say, though, with the folks that having to bet the Ocho before the performance, a lot more difficult than seeing how the guys are playing and then having to make a pick.
Well, this is one of the reasons why, in terms of managing the players, this is why we take the practices in between so seriously.
Sure.
It really is the equivalent for anybody who has experience in horse racing of watching the horses go around the paddock, is it?
The paddock, yeah.
Where you go down to the paddock and see how they look and whether or not they took a dump or something like that.
I was going to say, that's the old the trick there.
I used to be with dogs or something like that. 3 minutes to go. Don't forget that Game 3 begins the first of our 2 pick 3s. We now have 2 pick 3s. Games 4, 5, and 6 is the early pick 3. Games 7, 8, and 9 is the late pick 3. And just as the name indicates, correctly pick the winners of Games 4, 5, and 6 to bet the early pick 3. That's coming up next in Game 3. That's why we play such a high amp. That's why you see me going nuts when JR steps aside and I look on the court and I don't see 4 guys playing or practicing in between. It's like, we put them out in 2 groups, 1 through 4 and then 5 through 8. And practices, how many places is it posted around here? Practice is mandatory. And don't get me wrong, it's not like the guys don't want to do it. There's some guys either get tired or they,
Sure.
If Douglas has won 3 games, and his elbow's bothering him, he's like, well, why do I want to? Well, because you have to. We respectfully request your presence on the court.
Please. Yeah.
Let folks take a look. So you're absolutely right that seeing the product that you're wagering on is definitely a plus.
And a question here forwarded us from the chat. Taxable tickets. Do you know the figure on that?
Nope, used to.
Used to know it.
No idea. Details like that, my mind jumped out at. It's always based on the amount that's wagered.
Yeah.
So no, I don't.
Yeah,
and besides, the code changes, so tax requirements change, reporting requirements are changed.
Yeah.
The legendary signers.
Yes.
Signers.
I like that term. That's
the signer.
Signer.
Yeah, the signer.
I like that one.
Signer.
Okay, so
see a guy with a stack of W2Gs walking around the track. It's like, wow, congratulations.
Yeah, this some funny stuff here. Game 4, Stu.
Yes.
Looking down the line.
Yes.
So, follow my logic here. We talked about the law of averages. I think Bueno, he's got 1 Magic City bounce against him and a Juice long Dejada Cortada? Is that a shot?
That he got beat on?
Yeah.
A Dejada Cortada? I think we would just call it a Dejada.
A soft Cortada?
Either a good. Well, by definition, a Dejada should be soft. So
yeah, in theory, sure. Well, gonna go with Bueno post 8. I think he's kind of gotten the short end of the stick here. Some unfortunate bounces to start it off, and
Anderluck was looking pretty intense.
Anderluck looked intense, but
he's in the 5. Kubala's fresh.
Too many smiles from Anderluck,
That's a good point.
We'll see how the action clears out here.
So you're going with Bueno?
Going with Bueno, post 8.
All right. Ready to begin our 4th game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 4 begins the early pick 3. Serving in the red shirt at post 1, Juice. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Diaz. Juice serves. We begin Game 4. Catch by Diaz. Big backhand by Diaz. Caught in the air by Juice. It's a hard throw from the forehand of Juice. Rebote left side by Diaz. It's a 2-all. Going to take a big bounce. Juice reels it in. He got that forehand off in time and accurately. Well played by Juice. That is a Magic City bounce that will score for Diaz. Point 2. And our next matchup, Diaz serves to the white shirt at post 3, Ben. Forehand rebote by Diaz. Going to take a big bounce. Brought in by Ben. Diaz from the outside. Tries to get it up to the front wall. Just missed. That hit the pad. Point 3. Now receiving the green shirt of post 4. This matchup has Ben serving to Kubala. Ball tipped by Ben, point 4. Here's the black shirt at post 5. Anderluck receives. Ball tipped off the serve, point 4. Here's yellow shirt at post 6. In this matchup, we have Kubala serving to Tennessee. Tennessee holds onto it behind the 12 line. There's the backhand, caught on the forehand of Kubala. Kubala to the inside. Catch by Tennessee. Nice backhand by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Tennessee, showing a lot more control there. Very good. Rebote forehand by Kubala. Here's Tennessee. Low, hard backhand caught in the air by Kubala. Outside placement by Kubala. Stopped on the forehand of Tennessee. No. The glass. Hit the glass. Point 4. Kubala on the board with 3 points. Here's post 7. Jedden. Rebote forehand by Kubala. Well played. Caught in the air by Jedden. Low and hard to the inside. Scooped up by Kubala. Here's Jedden concentrating. Makes the catch on the forehand. Back to the inside. Kubala's there. Rebote left side by Jedden. Forehand rebote by Kubala. Catch by Jedden. Pika, big bounce, brought down by Jedden. Hard throw by Jedden. Rebote left side by Kubala, bouncing in nicely. Jedden read that perfectly to make that rebote. Difficult play, well played point by both Jedden and Kubala. Point goes to the 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, is Bueno. Catch by Kubala. He goes back to the inside. Rebote left side, a 2-all. Interesting shot choice, just not executed right. Point 4. Kubala is on the board with 5 straight points. The first round's complete. All matchups are now worth 2 points to the end of the game. That gives Kubala a possible game point on the court trying to stop him. First to return in our second round is Juice in the red shirt. Long carom does not open up. Kubala makes the catch on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Juice keeps it on the forehand. Hard to the inside he goes, where it scores point 1. Play continues in our fourth game. Juice is on the board with 2 points. Serving to the 2 post. Diaz receives. Point 1. One on the board with 4 points. Receiving in the white shirt at post 3. This matchup has Juice serving to Ben. Ben from the left side at the 12 line. Nice backhand by Ben. Robote forehand to the outside. Too far outside. That's off the court. Point 3. Anderluck receives. Black shirt at post 5. Typically, you want to catch that coming at you, but he went for the rebote. Made it nice. Hard throw by Anderluck. Good catch by Ben. Rebote left side by Anderluck. Placed to the inside. Ben's there at the 9 line. Nice backhand. Good catch by Anderluck. Catch by Ben. Ben was going outside. Anderluck stops it on the forehand. Picada, big bounce. Brought down by Ben at the 10 line and a beautiful catch. Here's Anderluck at the 10 line. Outside placement. Ben gets there, stops it, returns it from the forehand. Taken. Bote Corredo, forehand on. Anderluck. Rebote just missed to the outside, and he strikes a pose. Point 3. Possible game point for the white shirt of post 3, Ben. Trying to stop him, Tennessee. Catch by Ben. Tennessee with a tip ball. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, of the white shirt of post 3, Ben. No playoff here. 4 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order finish 3-4-1. Your prices will be up in just a moment. I guess Ben sounds like Bueno. I mean, they both begin with B. So maybe you get 0.5? No, 0.25 for that. Just for name recognition. That's worth 0.25, not worth a full
I got
point.
3 out of the 5 letters, so get 60% of that.
Oh, my God. Oh, I can see the future of betting in front of me right now.
The
No, you
vowels.
didn't pick the right guy.
Haven't been a good vowel guy my whole life.
But
yeah.
you did pick 3 of the 5 letters of the names.
Numbers
wow.
guy, yeah. Absolutely.
Wow, can you imagine being a mutual clerk in that system? Just looking down, cigarette hanging out of your hand, punching, never looking up. Yeah.
Mr. Blackman, please leave the premises. Yeah.
I remember a mutual clerk did once explain that to me. Just keep like how mutual clerks train other. Keep your eye on the glass or lose your ass. Is what they used to say.
That's almost as good as the pad is bad. that's the parimutuel equivalent. Yeah.
When you're punching tickets, make sure that you're watching. That's the $2 quinella. 3-4. That's first and second any order. $26.40. Trifecta 3-4-1. $218.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 5. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 5 provides second number in today's Pick 3. Post time for Game 5 is just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And to get you up to the start of game number 5 here, for those that missed this explanation video at the top of the program, well, here it is again in simpler terms to explain how the sport of highlight is played.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now 4 minutes away from the start of game 5 here. And now that the first 2 legs of that pick 5 were maybe a little bit chalky, Scott has entered the building. So we will see if anybody will take home another $2,000 here in this performance again today.
So
now we're into the feature games.
So Wise won.
Yes.
Wise won. Game 5 is beginning, and we've proven that we're back to a coin flip as far as you're picking winners. All right. So game 5. And if you're just tuning into the show for the first time, no, we don't do this every day, but you set a standard at the beginning of the first game, so I figure we'll go with it.
We'll have fun. If the people like it, we'll keep doing it. Game 5. I mean,
well, look,
you almost have to be crazy.
No, but how do you do this? Because look, you have Carballo out of post 1. Now, if he has a day like he had yesterday, no chance. He can't hit the front wall. Yeah. Every third ball goes to the overhead screen of the pad.
Teggy was in full force.
Anderluck's putting his hand back on his side.
Yeah,
I'm concerned that he's in pain that he's not telling us about. So that's what I'm seeing here. You just saw him touch his side. Post 3, Jedden fired up over that loss last game to Ben in a more favorable post position.
Yeah, definitely.
Douglas, all you have to say is the name, Douglas. That's all you have to say. In post 4.
And post 4.
Kubala almost had a perfect game last game. Almost had a perfect game, and once again, we're now getting to the point where you don't necessarily get a chance to get back up again.
Yeah. So that's why it's harder with these later posts there, and with a guy like like Douglas up front in Game 5, or up front, meaning in the top 4 posts. Actually, I forgot what the difference is between posts 3 and 4 in terms of win percentage. I think it's a
3
slight
is easier.
difference.
Yeah, 3 is easier than 4.
3's a little bit better. I don't know where 8 comes into play. I don't know if 8's better than 4. I think it may be where they're
8's
right
better
around
than
the
5.
same. Yeah.
8's better than 5, 6, or 7.
Wow, this is tough. Ikeda had an off day yesterday, too.
No, wait a second. No, we're just doing prognostication. Don't incorporate the whole math of the post positions. I mean, then you make it impossible for anyone to guess. We have like 3 customers out there that pay real close attention to that stuff. Maybe 5.
Don't want to
7.
Throw anyone off. Ron, 2 wins for him. I mean, look.
So have you resolved that? No, you just do this. Watch. Close your eyes and go like that. And
I think you hit Douglas.
I did hit Douglas, actually. Yeah, my finger landed on Douglas.
All right. Well,
my eyes were closed, right?
They were closed.
Okay, let's do it again.
We can run it back.
No, that's the next game. I picked Ben.
Now you got the sub. Yeah. Now you got Ben's not playing this one. I think, I mean, look, this game, Douglas played so well yesterday. Finally eclipsed the 100-win mark.
I don't know. I'm looking forward. I see number 12 in post 7. Yeah, that's not a particularly favorable post position, but that is a particularly favorable player in that post position.
And Ron, we talked about it.
See the conundrum?
This
Prognostication conundrum. Who do you pick?
Yeah, that's why.
And then I don't need you back here on the microphone being like, see, this is fixed. I knew it. I knew that. You see that? Because he played great. He played terrific. And then I pick him and he doesn't score. He obviously knew that I placed a wager on him. It's like, no, that's not the way it works. Not even close. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it. Now, see how quickly I rolled that off? How many times do you think that I've heard that over the years?
Probably once a performance. Yeah.
For 30 years.
Yeah.
No matter what city I was in, Miami, Tampa, Fort Pierce, Ocala, it doesn't make a difference.
How about this? You look at the numbers in this game for Game 5, season this game. Douglas, 68 appearances, 22. Oh, you know what? Game 5 used to be that doubles game, so I don't know if those stats are all singles. But yeah, after a day like yesterday, and we'll say Douglas didn't play that well in the first performance, and then really turned it on in the afternoon and picked up, I think it was 3 of 4 wins, almost had a Grand Slam opportunity, had game point to complete the Grand Slam. So post 4, going out on a limb here. We're going with Douglas.
We're ready to begin game number 5, a spectacular 7. Singles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Carballo. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Andrew Luck. Carballo serves. We begin game 5. Analog passes on a beautiful forehand. That scores point 2. 2 serves to the white shirt at post 3. Receiving is Jedden. Rebote left side by Anderluck. Big bounce brought down by Jedden. Wow. Point 3. Here's the green shirt at post 4, Douglas. Point 4. Here is the black shirt at post 5, Kubala. Off the court, point 4. Douglas on the board with 2 points, serving to the yellow shirt of post 6. This matchup has Douglas serving to Ikeda. Nice backhand by Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Ikeda. There's the backhand. Rebote left side. Douglas goes to the floor, rolling on that elbow. Carom by Ikeda. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas just flips it up to the front wall. That's all you need to do. Make contact with that front wall. There's the hard throw. Rebote's coming low. Wow. Point 6. 6 is serving to the pink shirt of post 7. Receiving, Ron. Ron from the left side, low and hard. Caught by Ikeda. Ikeda goes deep. Rebote by Ron. Did he stop? Yes, he stopped. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, is Bueno. At backhand, too hard, too high, out of play. That hit the overhead screen, 0.7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, the red of post 1, Carballo. Catch by Ron. There's a hard throw to the inside. Carballo on the rebote forehand. Caught by Ron. Placement to the inside. Carballo sets for the forehand rebote. Puts it right over Ron's head. To the inside it goes. One-handed scoop. Missed. 0.7. Ron on the board with 4 points. Serving to post 2. In the blue shirt we have Andrew Luck returning. Ron sets for the rebote. Nicely played to the inside. Anderluck's there. Rebote by Ron. Catch by Anderluck. Hard throw to the inside. Caught by Ron. .7. Straight points to a possible game point here for the pink shirt of post 7, Ron. On the court trying to stop him. In the white shirt of post 3, Jedin. Good duck for that Magic City bounce. That is point and game, ladies and gentlemen, for the pink shirt of post 7. A perfect game goes to Ron. 7 wins it. 4 places. This is a playoff for third place. 6, 2, and 3. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Anderluck. Hard throw by Anderluck, caught by Ikeda. Backhand from the 7 line. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Anderluck on the right side. Hard throw to the inside. Scoop on the forehand of Ikeda. Anderluck from the left side. He goes deep. Rebote forehand saved by Ikeda. Big bounce gets up over Anderluck's head where it scores. 0.6. Ikeda has 3 points. Here's post 3, Jedin. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Passes Jedin on the left side. Jedin on the rebote. Catch by Ikeda. Carom by Ikeda. Scores. Point and a third place finish for post 6, Ikeda. Unofficial order finish 7-4-6. So neither the prognostication nor the finger pick method.
Oh for 2.
The blind finger pick method, where I just close my eyes and drop them on the page and see who it is.
Should have known better, though. And Ron's got some support from the Philippines in the chat. He's, what is he, 100% in the win? That's another great performance from him. 3rd win of the week. And he gets in these, rhythms where he plays just, standout highlight, doesn't really make many mistakes. So good to see Ron back at the win column. 3rd win of the week, just one behind Douglas now for that Golden Cesta. And forgot to mention Ben, 2 wins in those earlier games. He now has 4 for the week. So they're in a tie for first place.
Very good. 7-4-6 is the official order of finish for game number 5. There are your results. The $2 Quinella 4-7, $18.80. Trifecta 7-4-6, $244.20. Up next, game 6, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 6. Just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
Outside placement from Poole. Asier goes back for the rebote diving, and that's a 2-ball and lands just in. That will score.
Line. Outside placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a rebote save on the left side. Karam stopped on the forehand of Jed. What a beautiful rebote. Jitten on the run, 2 bounces, scores. Back to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save. Just lobbed it up under his arm.
Man.
Rebote thrown beautifully. Antelope gets out of the way. Rebote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-ball. El Barba on the run. And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. He somehow gets rid of it in time without holding it. Here's Anderluck. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic rebote thrown by Carballo. Diving save, it's up, it's in, it's scored. That's why you never give up.
Big left side, takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside, high bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable rebote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm carom, split placement. Kubala up at the 5 line. Willow, that's in play. That is absolutely in play.
And folks, that was a collection there, the top 10 rebotes from 2019 season last year here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Game 6 coming up here in just under a minute. Got enough time to get a prediction in here, Stu. You saw those pick 3 prices as well, folks. They were rolling across your screen. There were a couple good numbers. There were a few that were over 1,000. Douglas, post 7, and Ron out of post 7 and Douglas out of post 5. They were a little over $100, which is still
So we're still saying that Carballo out of the 1 is not something you're going to go for.
Funny you say that. That's what I was going to go with.
You think that he's going to break out this game?
This is it. Because if he doesn't do it the first time around, he's going to do it the second time around. I think this is his game here.
Well, Carballo's not someone who you look at, though, to see when he's due. That's not...
No, I like what I saw in Game 1, in his first appearance. I like what I saw.
Okay. All right. All right, so you're going with... Now, you realize this will take you out of the 50-50 range.
Well, that last game took me out of this. This is to get back. This is quite the pick. So we're in jeopardy of going down. We'll see how it concludes.
We're ready to begin game number 6. It's a spectacular 7 singles match played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving the red shirt at post 1, Carballo. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Kubala. There's the serve. We begin game 6. Forehand rebote by Carballo. Rebote left side by Kubala. Scoop by Carballo. Hard throw to the outside. Rebote by Kubala. It's a 2-all. Carballo went for it on the scoop. Didn't notice where Kubala was staying because he threw it right to him. That point goes to the 2. Here's the white shirt at post 3, Anderluck. Point 2. Two serves to the green shirt at post 4, Ikeda. Excellent catch by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Kubala. Here's Ikeda from the 8 line. Chula scores. Point 4. Bring to the court the black shirt at post 5. This matchup has Ikeda serving to Douglas. Under serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on a serve. That fell short of the 4. This point goes to post 5. In this matchup, Douglas serves to the yellow shirt at post 6, worn by Bueno. Catch by Douglas. Catch by Bueno. Douglas from the left side. Nice scoop. Hard backhand. Caught in the air by Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Rebote left side by Douglas to the outside of the court. Bueno catches it in the air. Catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 11 line. Bueno goes back. Rebote forehand by Douglas with a tip ball by Bueno, 0.5. Douglas has 2 points. In this matchup, he serves to the pink shirt of post 7, worn by Ron. Rebote by Douglas. He ducks out of the way. Ron to the inside. One-handed grab by Douglas. There's the backhand. Catch by Ron. 2-all by Ron. Way out. 0.5. That puts Douglas on the board with 3 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Ben. Beautiful forehand throw by Ben. Douglas fires the rebote right up the middle. It scores. 0.5. Douglas on the board with 4 points. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return, red of post 1, Carballo. Forehand rebote missed at the side wall, 0.1. Play continues. Carballo is now serving to the white shirt at post 3, Anderluck. It's a hard throw from the forehand of Anderluck. 0.3. Anderluck's on the board with 2 points. Here's post 2 in the blue shirt, Kubala. Beautiful serve by Anderluck, will score, 0.3. Anderluck with 4 points, serving to the 4-post, Ikeda. Another blasted serve comes in the box to score, 0.3. Possible game point for the white shirt at post 3, Anderluck trying to stop him. And the yellow shirt at post 6 is Bueno. Bueno from the left side. Catch by Anderluck. Good catch by Bueno at the 11 line. He goes deep. Rebote forehand. Made just enough contact with the front wall to score for the win. Point and game for the white shirt of post 3, Anderluck. 3 wins at 5 places. 1 serves to 2. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Beautiful backhand throw by Kubala. Forehand rebote by Carballo. Excellent catch by Kubala. He goes deep. Kubala with a swing and a miss on the rebote. Point and a 3rd place finish to post 1. Carballo. Unofficial order finish 3-5-1. Coming in first, post 3, Anderluck. Taking second, post 5, Douglas. Coming in third, post 1, Carballo. 3-5-1 is the official order of finish for game number 6. Well, Carballo was in it. I mean, he's at the wrong end, but he's in it.
What was that day?
No, that's with Carballo. That's what you need to pay attention to. See where his head is at. He is completely a head case is the way to say it. But no, he's completely a question of whether or not he's concentrating. Yesterday, it was pointed out in the chat. It was pointed out perfectly reasonably that there's sometimes where he's just off. He glazes over in his eyes and. Yeah.
I mean, that's one right there. He's got the whole front wall. Tries to be a little too cute with it to get the perfect shot. When you're in kind of a slump like he is, the simplest thing to do is just go back to the basics, catch, throw, let your opponent make the mistake instead of trying to force the issue. You see that in sports all the time, and just basics and see how he can rebound here. He's got a couple more appearances still with his first in the money finish on the week, though, so improvement.
3-5-1, the official order of finish for Game 6. The early pick 3. The result, 3-7-3. All three numbers returning $668.80. The Quinella, 3-5. First and second in any order, $25.60. Trifecta, 3-5-1, $247 even. $2 wagered on 3 to win, returning $10.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. We have 3 games left in this first performance of the day. First performance of the day. Game 7 is our first and only doubles game. It also begins the all-new late pick 3. Played the same way you play the early pick 3. Correctly pick the winners of games 7, 8, and 9. Post time for game 7. It's a 7-post doubles game. Just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And how the doubles action has gone here this week. There's actually 4 teams out of these 7 have been on the board in all the games. Anderluck and Kubala with 1 win, Lamonte and Douglas with the other win, and Diaz and Carballo with a place in the show, and Bueno and Tennessee with 1 place and 1 show as well. So if you're playing fantasy, all of these teams with the same 5 points thus far. Anderluck and Kubala were $3. Lamonte and Douglas were $3. Diaz and Carballo, very popular pick this week at $1. Certainly paying off already. 5 points for them, matching those $3 teams. And then Bueno and Tennessee downgraded to a $2 play this west. They have, of course, 5 points as well. So all those teams and those high 5 prices roll across the board. And
Douglas Amonte alive and post 7. Wow. Question forwarded to us by the Jai-Alai Channel. Does Douglas have a weakness? Excellent question. He has fewer of them as he plays. I think the thing that makes Douglas stand out, realistically, it's not just his efficacy, it's how he moves to the ball. Just watch how he moves to the ball. Sure. Keeps his eye on the ball. How does he move? And that's what we call court positioning. That's not something that can really be taught by anybody. That's something you have to have a feel for. We encourage players to concentrate on the ball. So his court positioning is excellent, but the question specifically asks for a weakness. He did have a weakness, which was moving to his right side. He used to have a big weakness with these 2-walls that weren't particularly good 2-walls that would cut out like maybe the 5 or 6. He would often miss them. He just didn't. He was a little late on the start to move off to his right. He's since overcome that coming into this year. Yeah. He occasionally overruns it and has to catch it on his left side. But he's really worked on that.
And that was only year one. Yeah, that was
his first year. Yeah, exactly. So he has seemingly worked that out this year. I'd say that the weakness that he has is that I think he would say it, is that he has a tendency to get lazy as far as catching the ball aire, which is in the air.
Yeah.
And so you always want to be moving forward. You always want to be, well, on this court, not always, because the ball doesn't always make it back. It depends upon who you're playing against. But in general, in highlight, you always want to be catching the ball in the air. And the simple reason for that is that when the ball's coming off the front wall, it has one spin associated with it. Sure. As soon as it touches the second wall, it changes the spin slightly.
Yeah.
So every surface that the ball touches after it's thrown changes the ball slightly. So you always want to move up and catch in the air. He becomes a little too reliant on scoops.
Right.
And as long as you do them successfully, you'll get no criticism from me. But it infinitely increases the difficulty of the catch, no matter how confident you are, just because the bounce is different. So his own criticism of himself is that sometimes he'll get a little bit lazy, and he'll wind up going for these fall-down rebotes, and his hip and his elbow have been taking a huge beating, which is going to affect the rest of his game. So I would say that as far as a weakness, so to speak, it's that he doesn't move forward as often as he should. And across the board, you're seeing our players do a better job with that. Andrew Luck is still very dependent on bote corrido, which is running bounce. So the ball hits the ground, comes up, and he catches it on the right side instead of taking 2 steps forward and catching the ball in the air.
Yeah, someone who's done a really good job at taking it in the air is Ben.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's been moving up. You see in those earlier games, almost every ball there.
Yep.
His first move is, unlike baseball, first step back, his first move is always up there, and he's got the speed to be able to recover. So that's a good guy to watch out and see how he does that.
Ben, Jedden, these guys are definitely doing a better job of moving forward. Diaz is going for a lot of balls in the air, too. Though it's, Diaz is obviously very much an early game player, and the pace of the early game is definitely different than these late games.
And now, less than a minute here. I will say, I don't know how many people, Andrew Luck playing out of that Game 6 looked like he wasn't 100%, but the way he played that game, no reason to think that he's not going to bring it the rest of this performance here. Jedden and Ben, that doubles team played really well together last week. Jedden with a win, Ben with a couple. Post 2, Jedden and Ben. And the high five carries over.
Oh, you're back to prognosticating.
Well, we got to finish out the 8 here.
What happened in the last prognostication? Oh, that's right. He was on the bottom. But he was there. He was there. He was there. So what you really meant to say was Carballo to show.
Carballo
a show
top
bet,
3.
so we're down to show bets now.
Top 3 really going out on a limb now. No, but Jedden and Ben, I think, are going to win this doubles game. And what is it? 2 of 6 thus far. We'll see how many are in the Ocho today. After this 7th game, one and only doubles game in this performance. Good luck.
We're ready to begin our 7th game. It's a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts of Post 1, we have the team of Juice and Ron. Receiving in the blue of Post 2, Jedden and Ben. Yeah, we just needed Juice to make an equipment change. And he's ready to go. There's the serve. We begin game number 7. Scoop attempt tip, point 2. And our next matchup, Jedden will serve to the white shirts of Post 3, Bueno and Tennessee. Catch by Ben. Ben comes over the top. Caught in the air by Bueno. Great catch by Ben. Bueno on the forehand. Placement to the inside. Caught by Ben. Big backhand by Ben, caught in the air by Tennessee. Jedden from the 6th line. Ben comes up with the catch behind the 12. Bueno reaches up, makes the catch, has it on the forehand, throws it to Ben's feet. Jedden calls for the rebote. Plays it with a soft touch. Here's Bueno on the forehand. Great catch by Ben. Magic City Bounce gonna score. Point 2. Two on the board with 2 points. Here's post 4, the green shirts. Anderluck and Kubala receive. Rebote forehand by Jedden. Kubala on the catch. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Anderluck calls for the rebote, plays it to the inside. Point 4. Black shirts of post 5 receive Fred and Ikeda. Anderluck from the left side, throw it to the overhead screen, point 5. Now receiving the yellow shirts of post 6, Diaz and Carballo. Carballo ripped that backhand. Great catch by Ikeda. Ikeda took his eye off the ball and tipped it. Point 6. Here's post 7, Lamonte and Douglas. This will complete the first round of play. Point 7. This completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. Receiving post 1, Juice and Ron. Ron steps up, makes the catch on the left side. Powerful backhand to the inside. Douglas is there. Rebote just missed by Juice. Point 7. White shirts at post 3 receive. Bueno and Tennessee. Catch by Bueno. 2 all thrown about 2 feet off the court. Point 7. Straight points to a possible game point here for the pink shirts of post 7, Lamonte and Douglas. Trying to stop them. Post 2, the blue shirts, Jedden and Ben. Jedden picks the serve. Point 2. 2 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 4, Anderluck and Kubala. There's the backhand by Kubala. Ben with the catch at the 10 line. Strong backhand. Robote forehand by Anderluck. Excellent catch by Anderluck. Hard backhand. Thrown to the feet of Ben, who scoops it up and drops it. Point 4. Black shirts at post 5 receive. Fred and Ikeda. Backhand by Kubala. He goes deep. Caught in the air by Ikeda. Kubala comes in, makes the catch. There's the backhand. Caught on the forehand of Ikeda. Robote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Ikeda. Kubala makes the catch in the air. There's the backhand. Caught by Ikeda. Ikeda goes deep. Caught by Kubala. Scoop on the forehand of Ikeda. He comes over the top. Anderluck catches it in the air. Low, hard backhand. Scoop by Ikeda. Outside placement by Ikeda. Kubala read it perfectly. Stopped it. Returns it. Ikeda missed it. Point 4. A well-played point by Fred, Ikeda, Anderluck, and Kubala. Possible game point for the green shirts at post 4. Anderluck and Kubala. Trying to stop them. Post 6, the yellow shirts. Diaz and Carballo. Robote forehand played beautifully. And scoring for the win. That's point and game, ladies and gentlemen, for the green shirts at post 4, Anderluck and Kubala. 7 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish 4-7-2. Results are official for game number 7. Coming in first, post 4, Anderluck and Kubala. Taking second, post 7, Lamonte Douglas. Coming in third, post 2, Jedin and Ben. 4-7-2 is the official order finish for game 7. And what did you call?
2.
Jedin and Ben. That's reasonable. They're obviously
they were playing well, but
yeah,
there's one mistake there by not really a mistake, kind of a tough play for Ben. But all these doubles games, I really like these doubles games now. These teams are so even, and Anderluck and Kubala, that team, kind of a super team that's put together. Both of their partners out this week, and second win already.
Yep.
2 of 3 games. So it's kind of surprised the last number to make the high 5 was that Lamonte and Douglas team. Difficult post. Anderluck and Kubala. I'm guessing as this week goes on, you'll see maybe some more tickets with that combination.
It's if Anderluck can stand up. He's in pain.
Yeah.
He's in pretty significant pain.
Powering through it and gets another win.
There's the high 5, 33734. 4 of 5 numbers returning $96.70, $483 in the carryover jackpot. The Game 7 Quinella 4-7. That's first and second in any order, $20.80. Trifecta 4-7-2, $381.20. $2 wagered on 4 to win, returning $11.80. 2 games left in this first matinee performance, games 8 and 9. Game 8 up next, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Post time for game number 8. Yep, 7 minutes away. Good luck.
You're a sportsman, aren't you? Sort of.
You like Jai-Alai?
I like the way it's spelled.
Me too. Yeah, with a J. How'd that get in there?
I can handle your workload without any help. Andy Glam, former J. Crew employee. Dr. Dante Octavarius, seahorse breeder.
Oh, the kid is hot tonight.
He better be. I got him wheeled in the trifecta.
Chunk Dunkirk, Incontinent High-Lie Instructor. Incontinent High-Lie Instructor? Incontinent High-Lie Instructor. All right, I'm calling it.
I'm trying out a new persona. I'm club owner and Jai-Alai enthusiast, Barry Mexico.
What a fun and lazy character name. Was it your first thought?
You know it. Barry Mexico gets down to business.
And game number 8 is now just under 4 minutes away. Game 8 closes out that mighty Ocho. We'll see. Hopefully here in a second those will pays. Although I've yet to see it flash across that screen.
The will pays for the mighty Ocho?
I was going to say, this is a tough day, so I've gotten 2.
Wait a second. This is a tough day. Why? Why is this?
Well, of course, because the millennials never wrong.
Right, let's carry the Jewish theme all the way through. Why is this day different from all other days?
Yes, of course. Well,
so Manish Tana, why is this day different from all other days?
Because Andrew's wrong. And I'm incapable of being a bad capper for the day.
And you refer to yourself in the third person, which means that, see, I can't, typically, you say narcissistic millennial, but you're one of the furthest people from narcissistic that I've met, so that doesn't apply to you. No, you're an atypical millennial.
Thank you all. I was going to say, though, it is funny to work that in, and really, 2 of 8 numbers up there? I've gotten, I think, 2. So if I hit this third, get back in, nice little 8.
You're only off by 5. You only missed 5.
I can't get the Ocho. You can only play who's on your schedule. Look, the people up here.
Are you arguing? Are you arguing your position?
I'm just saying, up there today.
Look, if you feel that strongly before it, you quit doing this, and you go out there and you bet.
No.
And you earn your living doing that.
More comfortable in this seat. It's a lot more fun.
Financially, it's a lot safer, too.
Yeah, it's like a weather person. You can be wrong, and you still come back the next day.
Exactly.
How about that?
Exactly. And every 2 weeks on Friday, magic.
How about
magic in the checking account.
Yeah, but
2 minutes to go to begin Game 8. Game 8 will conclude the mighty Ocho.
Well, you gotta like Ron in Game 8. Playing well, post 2. Might as we did the first 7, so we gotta close it out here. 3 of 8. That would be Ron post 2. Final prediction.
Ron seems like a good pick. Yeah. Douglas. So you're saying Douglas is finished for the day, is what you're saying?
Oh, I'm not saying anything about Douglas. I'm just saying Ron certainly going to get more than one chance, and we've seen that if he makes a mistake that first time around, a guy that doesn't typically make the same mistake twice in a row. The guy that refocuses after every single point, takes it point by point, really the way to do it, and that's what reflective of how well he's been doing this season. So you got an advantage like that playing at a post 2. Douglas, it's not the 6. Better than 5 and 7, but still not great. I like Ron. Give him a couple shots. And ready to win a game? Oh, sorry. Did not win a game.
So you've given up on...
No, he won. No, sorry. He won Game 5. I was going to say
you don't like the look in Carballo's face?
that was a one.
I think he looks a little bit more focused, actually.
Yeah, I think...
Not a lot, a little.
I think I was going to say, I think that's a prognostication, but afternoon performance for him. I think that mistake where he had that rebote, tried to go for the Dejada, I think even that
pissed him off sufficiently to where he refocused.
That clicked in his head, and he's like, what was I thinking? Because he knew he had the whole wall. He gave that look.
And that's one of the reasons why I announce the way that I do. There are occasions where I do, where it comes off as quasi-rude, and I get that. But that's usually the way that I speak in the practices, and we'll try to get them to refocus, like with Tennessee before. Right. Tennessee has no business missing those forehand rebotes like that and throwing them into the pad and like, what did I do? No. We're ready to begin our 8th game. It's a spectacular 7. Singles match played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Ikeda. Our first matchup has Ikeda serving to Ron in the blue of post 2. Ikeda serves. We begin our 8th game. Big backhand by Ron. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Ron winds up. Placement to the inside. Scores. Point 2. Two serves for the white shirt at post 3, Kubala. Rebote forehand by Ranran, caught by Kubala. Kubala throws hard to the inside. Ranran is there. Rebote forehand, played back, does not pass, caught in the air by Kubala. Forehand rebote by Ranran. Catch by Kubala. Point 2. Ranran on the board with 2 points, serving to the green shirt of post 4. Here's Bueno. Nice backhand by Bueno. Scoop by Bueno. Rebote forehand by Ranran. Forehand rebote by Bueno. Ranran from the left side winding up. Soft touch on the 2-wall, too soft. That went from the sidewall into the pad, and the pad is bad. Point 4. Here's post 5 in the black shirt, Anderluck. Bueno from the forehand at the 10 line. Over the top. Caught by Anderluck. Powerful backhand by Anderluck, caught in the air by Bueno. Rebote forehand by Anderluck to the outside. Bueno picks it up. Point 4. Here's the yellow shirt at post 6, Douglas. Backhand by Douglas. Chula scores. Point 6. Yes, I saw that, Ben. Very good. Yes, that's what you should do next. Receiving. Pink shirt at post 7. Ben. Catch by Douglas. Backhand. Rebote by Ben. It's a 2-all. Douglas makes the catch. Winds up. Soft touch on the 2-all. Will score. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, Carballo. Backhand by Douglas. Does not come out. It's a kind of a wonky bounce coming off of the back wall. Point 6. Douglas on the board with 3 points. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, the red shirt of post 1, Ikeda. Point 6. Straight points to a possible game point here for the yellow shirt of post 6, Douglas. Trying to stop him, the white of post 3, Kubala. Excellent catch by Kubala. Catch by Douglas. Hard throw, crossing the sidewall, picked off in the air by Kubala. Forehand rebote, swing and a miss by Douglas, point 3. Play continues in our 8th game. Kubala's on the board with 2 points, serving to post 2, Ron. Rebote 2-all, scores beautifully for Kubala. That was a really well-thrown shot from the Costado. Point 3. 3 is on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5, Anderluck. Powerful forehand throw by Anderluck. Rebote save by Anderluck. Kubala has it. Outside placement, scores with a soft touch, point 3. Possible game point for the white shirt at post 3. Kubala trying to stop him, post 4. Bueno. Bueno picks it up on the forehand. Nice catch. Kubala hangs in there, makes a great catch in the air at the 7 line. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Catch by Kubala. There's a hard throw by Kubala, caught in the air by Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Rebote comes out. 2-all with a soft touch, picked off by Bueno. Bueno's 2-all will score beautifully. Point 4. Here's post 7 in the pink shirt, Ben.
Boys, let's get that $25.
Powerful backhand. Rebote coming way out. Rebote turned by Ben into the overhead screen from the 5 line, point 4. Possible game point for Bueno in the green shirt at post 4. On the court trying to stop him. Post 8, the purple shirt, Carballo. Karam, it worked. Point 8. Play continues. Carballo's on the board with 2 points. Here's post 1, Ikeda. Scoop by Ikeda. Powerful forehands going to pass. That's a great effort by Carballo. Came up short, point 1. And our next matchup, Ikeda serves. Returning 6 post, Douglas. He takes the court with possible game point. Off the tip of the cesta it goes, and point goes to the 1. One on the board with 4 points. Here's post 2, Ron. Ikeda goes deep from the left side. Robote, turn from the forehand of Ron at the 8 line. Ron makes the forehand Robote save. Ikeda catches it in the air. Sidearm carom red and stopped on the forehand of Ron. Ron puts it right around Ikeda to score. Point 2. Joe on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5, Anderluck. Powerful forehand throw by Anderluck. Swing and a miss by Ron on the Robote. Point 5. Anderluck has 2 points. He serves to Kubala in the white shirt at post 3. He takes the court with possible game point. Beautiful backhand throw by Kubala. That ruled to have touched the overhead screen. Point 5. Play continues. Anderluck has 4 points. He serves to post 7, Ben. Hard serve by Anderluck. Picked off and a decent catch by Ben. Strong forehand Robote, beautifully thrown by Anderluck. Robote's up, caught in the air by Anderluck. Low and hard to the inside, scoop by Ben. Ben goes deep into the overhead screen. Point 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is locked. It cannot be played beyond 7 points. Anderluck has 6. Bueno has 6. 5 serves to 4 for the game. Forehand Robote by Anderluck. Bueno can't handle the bounce. Point and game to the black shirt of post 5, Anderluck. 3 serves to 4. This is a playoff for second and third place. Carom by Kubala. Carambola by Bueno. Scores. Point and place to post 4, 3 shows. Unofficial order finish 5-4-3. That was a hard-fought game. Results from game number 8 are official. Coming in first, post 5, Anderluck. Coming up in the third round and running it out. Post 4, Bueno places. Coming in third, post 3, Kubala. 5-4-3 is official.
I would love to see what this price is going to be up on the board here, Stu. You get 5-4 Anderluck, Bueno, Quinella, the exacta. Anderluck, Bueno, and then
with no Ron, no Douglas in easier post positions. Any Ikeda in post 1.
This may be a 50 center. Is that a 50 center? Yeah.
No, you could say whatever you want. Yeah. It doesn't exist, but you can make it up as you go. It's all right.
How about that?
$2 Quinella, 4-5.
Wow.
$34.80. Look at that trifecta.
Whole
50-cent
pool,
try. One person had it. Probably an accidental bet. 5-4-3.
5-4-3, dang. Yeah, well, you're a winner.
5-4-3, returning $932.60 on the 50-cent price. The Mighty Ocho, 6'8", 3'3", 7'3", 4'5", 2 of 8 numbers, returning $3.40. Up next is game number 9, a spectacular 9 superfecta match played to 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game 9 is just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And this is the superfecta 9-point singles game here to close out this first matinee performance. And there's a couple subtle differences between those 7 and 9-point games, and we got a video that will clear it up and explain in more detail what exactly Spectacular 9 scoring is. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And game number 9 now, 4 minutes away. You see those will pays for the late pick 3 up on your screen. A couple of consolations, 2 out of 3s up there. Not surprised. We've got Anderluck and Kubala winning the doubles game out of post 4, and then Anderluck coming right back and winning game 8 out of post 5. Is that, I was going to say, Stu, is that 3 in a row for Anderluck? That is 3 in a row. 1 game 6, the singles game. 1 game 7, that doubles game with Kubala, and then winning game 8. So 3 in a row for Anderluck. And, of course, right after we're saying he looks hurt, he's grabbing that side, he just comes back and, how about that, wins 3 in a row.
Hurt. No, he is hurt.
May still hurt, but
I mean, he's
not playing like it.
No, he's not. He's
heck of a performance here. That's his 4th win of the week in singles alone. He's now tied with Ben and Douglas in the lead for that Golden Cesta. This one could get awfully interesting here in Week 18 with a couple of guys still in the running.
Question forwarded us to us by the Jai-Alai Channel. Thank you for that question and clearing that question. How is it decided what players go into what games? That is typically the realm of the player manager.
Sure.
And so here it's a mix of JR and Scott. They work together, and whether a player's been struggling in the late games, since our players have been playing for the most 2.5 years, a player who may be struggling in the late games will go earlier. A player who's been dominating in the early games may go later.
Right.
Overall, on a week-to-week basis, we look at the overall statistics, and that almost always, not consistently. It's not. It's not math. There's not a mathematical equation.
It's not a perfect science.
No, it's definitely not a perfect science. It's definitely based on observation.
Yeah.
Looking at numbers, looking how a person's doing.
Well, we've talked about too how sometimes the numbers don't indicate how well a person is playing. Better,
Exactly. They may be playing well and not finishing.
Yeah.
But if someone's consistently struggling in the late games, now we did try to last year. Some of you may remember at the beginning of the year we did try to go with an up-down system. So
the relegation system, like
and
in soccer.
that did not work. That absolutely did not work. When we took the worst player of the late game group and dropped them down, it wasn't an equitable system.
And then the best player in the earlies would go up.
Would go up, and it was not an equitable system. Diaz got screwed.
Yeah.
Carballo benefited incredibly by that system, and it really has to be done by sight and interpretation and left to basically the professional skills of your player manager. And in this case, with J.R. and Scott takes a very active role in who plays in what game.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, there a guy like Carballo playing in those, the earlier games is just a bit of a mismatch. Now week he won, 20-something odd games, and that was the.
There was a statistic yesterday posted in Tiger's board about in the money finishes between for last week. I think Tiger does an assessment on a week-to-week basis.
Oh yeah, well,
and he was looking at Douglas and Ben, I believe it was, but Ben had 19 more games to do it. So
they were the same last week. Guess who else keeps all those every week too? We got those right here. We don't ever venture into the weekly win play show numbers, but if the fans want them, we got them here.
We're ready to begin game number before we enter those weeds.
Yeah, right.
The thick weeds of highlight numbers. We're ready to begin our ninth game, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played to 9. That's 9 points, with all points doubling after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Ron. Receiving in the blue at post 2 is Douglas. There's the serve. We begin. Big right side by Douglas, picked up by Ron. Ron, soft touch 2-all, will score. Beautifully thrown. Point 1. First up on the board in game 9. Up next, white shirt at post 3, Ikeda receives. Rebote left side by Ron. Catch by Ikeda in the air. Hard to the inside, right over his head. Ron picks it up. Ikeda makes the catch. 2-all by Ikeda. Carambola scores from the forehand of Ron. Point 1. Green shirt at post 4, Carballo receives. Rebote save on the forehand of Ron. This is a wacky ball that no one's really sure where it's going, but it scored. Point 4. Carballo serves to the black shirt at post 5, Anderluck. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That went past the 7. That point goes to the 5. Here's post 6, Ben. Anderluck from the left side. Nice backhand. Caught by Ben. Ben goes deep. Hard throw by Anderluck. Will score. Point 5. Here's post 7 in the pink shirt. Bueno. Beautiful serve by Anderluck. Comes in nice and hard. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Bueno. Bueno makes a nice save. Anderluck backing up. Makes the catch on the forehand. Goes outside, not outside enough, but enough to score, 0.5. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, Kubala. Rebote forehand by Kubala. Catch by Anderluck. Anderluck with a hard throw to the inside. A great pickup on the left side of Kubala. Beautifully caught. Kubala looks to pass. He does. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Kubala. Rebote forehand save by Anderluck. Strong forehand rebote thrown by Anderluck. Diving forehand rebote save will keep the ball in play. Cortada rebote. This one stopped by Kubala. Anderluck read it, stopped it, scooped it, returned it. Kubala going for the save. Just missed. 0.5. Five has made 4 straight points. That completes the first round of play. All points are now worth 2. All matchups are worth 2 through to the end of the game. Douglas receives. Anderluck blasts the serve in. Douglas catches it handily. Rebote forehand thrown hard. Caught by Douglas. Karam by Douglas opens up and scores 0.2. Douglas on the board with 2 points, serving to post 3, Ikeda. Catch by Douglas. Nice backhand. Fake Karam, inside placement. Ikeda on the run, got it up, just to the overhead screen. 0.2. 2 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 1, Ron. Catch by Ron. Nice backhand. Rebote left side. 2 all. Ron stopped it, but did not hold on to it. 0.2. Possible game point for the blue shirt of post 2.
9-point games.
Thank you. 9-point game. Boy, everybody was shouting back here. Impressing. Here's post 4, Carballo.
Goddamn Josh.
Beautiful rebote thrown from the left side. Carballo makes the catch. Another hard thrown ball. Carballo makes the catch. 0.4. Play continues. 4 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 6, Ben. Rebote forehand. Ben makes the save. Here's Carballo. He winds up, blasts it to the inside. Ben on the rebote, right over Carballo's head. Carballo on the run, scoops it, takes a look. Great legs by Ben. Ben got assessed on it and just missed. 0.4. 4 on the board with 5 points. Remember, 9 points needed to win a Superfecta game. Here is post 7. Bueno. Catch by Carballo. Point 4. Possible game point now for the green shirt at post 4. Carballo trying to stop him. Kubala. Rebote left side by Kubala. Catch by Carballo. Carballo blasts it to the inside. Kubala on the rebote. Carballo running up. Missed it. Point 8. 8 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 5. Anderluck returns. Underserve. Point 5. Anderluck has 6 points. Once again, 9 points need to win the Superfecta. Here's post 3. Ikeda. Anderluck blasts the serve in. Ikeda makes a nice catch off a good serve. Catch by Anderluck. There's the backhand. Forehand rebote is up to the overhead screen. Point 5. Possible game point for the black shirt at post 5. Anderluck trying to stop him. Post 1. Ron. Anderluck boldly going for an ace on possible game point. Ron handles it nicely. Ball caught but dropped. That's point and game to the black shirt at post 5. Anderluck. 5 wins it 4 places, 2 shows, 8 serves to 1. This is for 4th place. Rebote to the inside. Here's Ron winding up. Midcourt placement picked off by Kubala and a great catch. Forehand rebote by Ron. Scoop by Kubala. Catch by Kubala. Kubala picada. Will score at the side wall. Point and a 4th place finish for Kubala. 5-4-2-8 is the unofficial order finish for game number 9.
And how about that? I mean, a couple weeks ago we gave the stat that these later games, I mean, even numbers-wise too, had been dominated by Douglas, Ron, Keda, Carballo, certainly not Anderluck. How about 3 of 4 feature game wins for him? Won the last... Did he win 6, 7? Wow. 6, 7, 8, and 9 to close it out. That's a pretty darn good point. Definitely the best he's played all season.
Meanwhile, he can't stand up straight.
And meanwhile...
he can't stand up straight.
Could be one of those things, maybe just a matter of focus. He's just playing out there. He's loose. He maybe knows that he's not feeling it, just going back to the basics. And
maybe the pain is focusing him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because he's
Whatever
obviously
it is.
in pain. You could see it in his face, right?
No,
Did you see him grimacing over here?
Yeah, you could see
holding his side.
You can see on those throws all the time. He's holding that left side, but another win. Congratulations.
Result from Game 9 is official. Coming in first, post 5. Anderluck, his 4th straight win. Taking second, post 4, Carballo. Coming in third, post 2, Douglas. Taking the quad, post 8, Kubala. 5-4-2-8 is the official order of finish for game number 9. There are your prices. $2 Quinella, 4-5. First and second, any order, $72. Trifecta, 5-4-2, $587.60. Anderluck returning $18.40 to win. $10 Super, 5-4-2-8, $318.15. And the late pick 3, 4-5-5, 2 of 3 numbers, returning $66. So you're going to continue these prognostications till you get it right, or I mean, or are you going to acknowledge the fact that
I will say this.
Yes.
The public, the best they did, 2 of 8 on that Ocho. And I think it was a tough. I mean, see who won those games.
So you're saying someone that they should turn to for happy handicapping excellence is at least as good as the general public, is what you're saying, right?
I would just say a tough day to predict who's going to win these
so
games.
we can listen to Andrew prognosticate, or we could talk to Joe with the torn sweaters sitting in the stands.
I had, yes, yeah.
Pretty
You
much,
caught
right?
me, right? Pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's what it showed you here today. But no, it was a fun day of action. It's fun to make those predictions there, and it really shows you when you get into the depths of making predictions, really how hard some of these games are, because there's a couple of guys who are all capable. Then you got to factor in the post positions, then maybe one guy's day, and today it just happened to be Anderluck's day and throws off a lot of those pools, those pick 3s, the super. So pretty good prices there in that Super Bowl. 5-4-2-8. 318.15, not bad, but we'll see if Anderluck can pile a couple more on here in that afternoon performance.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Friday afternoon performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us again in just an hour and 33 minutes. We'll play 9 more action-packed games at 4 p.m. We hope you enjoyed today's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai channel if you've not done so already on YouTube. Let us know your thoughts and any questions you may have in the live chat while we're playing. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again at 4 p.m., just an hour and now 32 minutes away. So goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.